Good Monday morning, everyone, and welcome to our second week of remote learning. I hope that you all had a great weekend, and we have a couple things that we're going to be working on together this week. Today, we're going to be working on calculating distance, rate, and time, which is what we were doing in the gizmo, but we're going to break it down step by step. Let me show you what's expected of you as we work on distance, rate, and time. So at this moment, you should see it says distance, rate, and time problems, and it's under the assignments tab. You will be submitting your assignment under this assignments tab. So you will click the distance, rate, and time practice, and you can download it or work on a separate sheet of paper. We're going to do these ones together, and the independent practice you're going to do on your own. Just so that you know, I'm expecting that it's done. If you look, it says complete on a separate sheet of paper, take a picture, scan it, and turn it in. A lot of you were editing file under files and it made it very hard to see. Please turn it in under the assignments tab. If you can't do that, message me. So let's look at our first problem. Okay, our first problem. A train travels with a constant speed of 110 kilometers per hour. How long does it take to travel a distance of 224 kilometers? So, for my first problem, and for all of my problems, make sure that you have your name on it as well. I had some people, it was hard to figure out who does it belong to. So for every single one of these distance, rate, and time problems, I'm going to write DRT. And I'm going to plug in my values just so I know what they are. If I look back, it said that my distance was 224 kilometers. And my rate is 112 kilometers per hour. Rate and speed are the same thing. It's how fast you're moving. So right now I'm looking for the time. If I use my formula, distance equals rate times time, and I plug everything in, 224 equals 112 times my time. If I want the t by itself, I have to get rid of the 112. The only way to get rid of the 112 is to divide by 112 on both sides, because right now it's multiplying, and to cancel it out, I need to do the inverse operation, which is division. So 212 divided by, or 224 divided by 112 is 2. And what I want you to remember is we need our units. I can't just say 2 equals t, like do what? So if I look back at my rate, it's showing me hours. So it would be 2 hours. For number 2, it says, Grace drives her car with a constant speed of 48 kilometers per hour. How far, so they're asking for distance, can she travel in 4 hours? So I'm looking for distance. I know my time was 4 hours, and my rate was 48 kilometers per hour. So I'm going to set up my problem again. D equals RT, where D I don't know yet, so I'm just going to bring it down. My rate is 48, and my time is 4. 48 times 4 4 times 4 is 16, 17, 18, 19. So my distance is 192. But not just 192, I need to know 192 what? If I look at my rate, we're measuring in kilometers. So my distance would be 192 kilometers. Let's look at question number 3. An airplane flies 3,840 kilometers in 4 hours. What is its average speed in kilometers per hour? So I'm looking for rate this time. The first time we looked for time, the second question we looked for distance. Now this time we're going to be looking for our rate or our speed. So I'm going to set up my problem. So distance equals 3,840 kilometers. Oops. Let me plug my laptop in. There we go. 3,840 kilometers. And I am taking 4 hours. So I need to figure out my rate. Distance equals rate times time, and now I just plug them in. Where my distance is 3,840. My rate, I don't know yet. And I just put the parentheses around it to keep it separate. You don't have to do that, but if that's what makes it easier for you, you can do that. And my time is 4 hours. I'm multiplying right here. So in order to get the r by itself, I have to divide. And whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. That's why there's an equal sign. That's what makes it equal. Whatever is done to one side is done to the other. 3,840 divided by 4. 4 goes into 38 9 times, which is 36. 4 goes into 24 6 times, which equals 0. So my answer is 960. So my rate would be 960 kilometers per hour. And remember, we can't forget our units. Now, number 4 is a little tricky. Number 4 is actually a multi-step problem. So remember, you can watch this as many times as you need to complete it. So Noah rides his bike for 40 minutes with a constant speed of 18 kilometers per hour. So let's address that one first. Noah rides his bike for 40 minutes, and we'll address this minute thing in a second, with a constant speed of 18 kilometers per hour. Then it says he rides for another 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 30 minutes, with a constant speed of 12 kilometers per hour. So my time on the other side would be 2.5 hours and a rate of 12 kilometers per hour. So I'm going to have to solve for the distance for both because it asks what the total distance he went was. One thing I really want you to be aware of is the fact that this says minutes. I have to convert this to hours or I can't combine them. I also can't calculate for the distance if it's in minutes because my rate is in hours. So I need to convert this. I need to convert to hours. I know if I want to convert it to hours, I need to figure out what fraction that is of 60 minutes. So 40 minutes over 60 minutes will equal how much it is of an hour. I can simplify this to 2/3, cross the zeros out. And 2 divided by 3 is actually 0.67. And it goes on, it's 666666667. So this would be 0.67 hours. So let's rewrite our problem down here just so that we have it the way that we need it. So that's distance, rate, and time, where my distance is unknown, my rate is 18 kilometers per hour, and my time is 0.67 hours. On this side, I still have 12 kilometers per hour and 2.5 hours. So let's calculate our first one, where distance equals 18 times 0.67. If you do that math, and I don't want you guys using a calculator because I know that you can multiply decimals. Your answer is 12.06 kilometers. There's Dolly telling you good morning. For this one, I have my distance equals 12 times 2.5. If you multiply 12 times 2.5, you get 30 kilometers. And again, on your paper, I need to see the actual work. You can't just write this. I'm doing this to make the video shorter. I need to see your multiplication. I need to see you multiply 18 times 0.67. I need to see the work of 12 times 2.5. If I don't, I won't give you full credit. So I need to see that work. Now, if I want to know the total distance, I need to combine the two. So 12.06 plus 30 equals 42.06 kilometers, and that's my total distance. If you have any questions about how to do this, please let me know. On your end, you will be doing these 5 questions. 2 of them are multi-step problems, and they are going to be due Friday by 4 p.m. My suggestion would be to turn them in by Wednesday, because you're going to have a project that's assigned to you on Wednesday that is going to be due on Friday. So I also wanted to share one other thing with you. If you go to Files and you go to Remote Learning Schedule, I have posted a recommended work schedule for you. So this has all of our help sessions for all of your 6th grade teachers, and Miss Monaco, if you are working with her as well. But the suggested work schedule would be on Mondays and Wednesdays, complete ELA and science work, and attend math and ELA and history sessions as you need. And then Tuesday, work on math and history. So you're alternating, but you should not be waiting till the last minute to turn in any assignment. All work must be turned in by 4 p.m. That's the end of the school day. And that way everyone can enjoy their weekend. Remember, I have help sessions 3 to 3:30 on Tuesdays and 9 a.m. on Thursdays. So that'll be a live Zoom session that we'll be conducting. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But until then, make sure you show your work and have a great week.